We're going to the is there one in between? I know, right? I'm trying to come up with an excuse. I was 100% messing with you. Like a light train. Yes, that's what hey, but please do not say percentage. All right, yes. All right, Columbia. Score. Dennis telling me. Up to 23. We have jobs. Everybody right. I can see just like daily. Absolutely. Which I get. Like, it is a it's not working for me. That's not helpful. You know what I'm saying? I know you're that guy. I'm just saying it's game time. You need to stop. Never see you anymore. Matt, yeah. Yeah, that was the battle of who doesn't go to a bowl.
No.
The Casper Bowl playoff game. Yeah.
No, I think that's
I'm going. Honestly, pretty similar to the transfer. Yeah, he transferred was better in his first year at the school. The involvement with this? Yeah. Better in his first year.
Just I don't know, the working on yourself the poor Auburn's first offensive play.
Now in the driver's seat, the Big Ten West. Everybody felt let down. Everybody fell for Luke Fickle. Every national team in the country fell for myself included. I'm not gonna lie, I was bought into the spread. What's that? I said I was bought into the spread. No way. For her.
Don't use athletics. He's like, yeah, don't use athletics. But we got to use something. Yeah. Hey, just that's it.
Maybe you need to go back and change the hamstring wheel.
I don't know how they said it.
And somebody there tried to say I couldn't go down my way I've gone down really every year the past 2 years. They're legitimate way.
A&M loves some kickers named Randy.
When I 8 times.
When I've watched, like he's ever taken,
Pretty consistent kicker in the NFL.
like when I've watched him play this year, like I haven't.
He threw 20 touchdowns.
What rally?
It was 37. South Carolina scored to go by 10 with 9 minutes to go. Florida scored the last 16. Luke took a safety like a minute. Washington 137-33.
They cover.
She's got him.
Welcome to Coach Heupel's post-game press conference. Coach will make an opening statement, and then we'll go into questions. Just raise your hand.
How about that, man? Wow. I haven't been involved in one like that in a long time. First of all, just I said it earlier today, and I've been a lot of different places. This is the best dang atmosphere in college football, man. There's nothing like Neyland Loud when they come and they're fully engaged, and they typically are, man. Our fan base is awesome. Huge factor in the ball game today. Love being with them on this journey this year, man. Appreciate them fitting on a day that Eric Berry is recognized for going into the Hall of Fame, that we have the type of defensive performance that we did. Honoring one of the best that's ever come through here, and really one of the best that's ever played the game. So, man, it was a tough game, fun game. Love the resiliency of our football team. Defensively, the line of scrimmage was relentless. We dominated it. Just an unbelievable performance by them. But we did a great job on the second and third levels as well. Did a good job in the run game. Proud of that performance. Special teams, we challenged them all week long. They had dynamic returners. We did a really good job all day long in our cover units, and D in the punt return changed the game. And man, it was awesome to see those guys make the play that makes a difference in the football game. And offensively, a lot of good, some really good efficiency in the run game against a really good defensive line, protected relatively well for most of the night. Got to play smarter in the red zone. Just absolutely crushed ourselves in that part of the field. So got to get better there. But great win in this league. Enjoy every one of them, and get ready for the next one. So open it up.
Questions? Ben, then Eric.
Josh, what did you see from your defense tonight, especially during the second half, stepping up and I guess maybe bailing the offense out of some situations when the game's on the line?
Really the first drive, after that, they played really pretty dialed in football, man. Gap integrity, did a good job in the run game, got after the quarterback. The mixture of our coverages, we were in the right place at the right time. They hit a couple of play actions, but all in all, man, just like the physicality, the effort, the strain, and playing smart football. You put that together, and it's a great performance by those guys today, man. Great performance.
Obviously, it was a huge play in the game. At that point in the game, where it was kind of like you kind of picking up the other phases of football, that D. Williams touchdown return. How big was that for your team in that moment?
Huge. One, we down it. D, right, downs it, sets up the defense. Defense goes out there, handles their business, does a great job on their zone concepts and smashes it in the mouth. We do a great job, Coach Eck, with that return unit. D does a great job making a play, but, you got 10 guys competing their butts off to get them in the end zone, man. That's a huge momentum swing play. Offensively, we had gotten the ball on the plus side of it and hadn't gotten anything out of it there in the last couple of drives. So, huge turning point in the football game.
David, then Brent.
Josh, you're synonymous with wins that get in the 30s and 40s and stuff like that.
Yeah, this one wasn't one of those, man.
And along those lines, how does that feel? I mean, what does it mean for this program to win a game like this? What was it like for you? Because you said it's been a while.
I can't remember the last. It's been a long time since been in one of these, and I'm good with it. I like coming out on the right side of it. So, obviously, offensively, we want to be more efficient when we can be. But I've said it from when I got here. The expectation, the standard, is to play elite defense here, not just good defense. This is the home of Eric Berry, Al Wilson, Reggie White. The standard is to be elite. And, when I got here, we were devastated on the other side of on the defensive side of the football, just, with things that were outside of our control. We've continued to build it, from scheme, understanding the scheme, to, recruiting guys, the depth on the defensive side of the football. We're just getting started as to what we will be on that side week in and week out. But I love the performance of those guys tonight.
Josh, how good of a football player is James Pierce?
James is a great football player. He's still not anywhere near what he's going to be. He's going to continue to get better. Needs to continue to get better every week. But he's starting to mature and be the same competitor, relentless every single rep. But it's all of those guys together. There's not just one guy that you can slide, you can chip. It's all of those guys up front operating and functioning as one. If it's just one, you can do things from a protection standpoint to try to limit a guy. It's all of those guys competing the way that they did. He had a great game, but, man, everybody that stepped up there looked like they competed extremely hard tonight.
Wes, then Adam.
You've said a couple times that you hadn't coached in a ton of games quite like that one with the kind of low-scoring situation that it was. How much does that change some decisions during the game, like kick, don't kick, go, don't go? How much, if anything, does it change?
Yeah, there were a lot of variables tonight. The flow of the football game, the wind, who you're seeing on the other side of the football, all of those variables. Didn't look like I made a lot of the right decisions tonight for the most part in those critical situations. I say that just because we didn't execute in some of those. So.
Josh, did you feel like your defense wanted to prove that this was a physical football team, not just tonight, but this season?
Our defense wants to play at an elite level, and they want to be known for being extremely physical, and that defensive line wants to be known for changing the way the game's played. Absolutely.
Rob?
Coach Joe kind of was uneven today. Was that more about Texas A&M or him?
No, you know, the decision in the red zone, just can't make that one. That was a critical error by him. Sometimes that happens at quarterback. We don't want it to happen anymore. You know, a little bit of what's going on the back end is some just with the wide receivers and some scheme, all of us being on the same page. There's some efficiency there that's really good, and obviously not consistent enough from all of us across the board. And from me to Joe to the wideouts to the tight ends to the offensive line, it's all got to be a piece of it.
Joe.
You kind of answered that there, Josh. You're talking about the red zone. Obviously, you talked about the pick. What else did you see out there tonight that is correctable or that you?
And the penalties just absolutely, they kill you, man. They kill you. We talked about playing smart football, you know, a few weeks ago when we went on the road. You know, self-inflicted wounds, you can't do that. You change the game. You can't play in 2nd and 20. Like, not against good football teams, and everybody in this league's got good talent and good skill, man. So we got to be smarter. And as the field restricts, it gets even harder. You know what I'm saying? You get into the red zone. So got to be better there.
Ben and Patrick.
Josh, just what went into Chaz being that first receiver off the bench, I guess, to start the game, and what do you think of that play?
You're going to see all those guys. Chaz got to start tonight, practiced really well. Caleb practiced well too. We're going to need all of them throughout the course of it. So have great trust in them. Believe Joe does too. That's Chaz. That's Caleb. That's Dante. Got a chance to get back in the slot too. So, you know, we're going to need all those guys. We can be better than we were today in the past game. Expect us to be.
You guys went for, I think, almost more than 230 yards. Defense wasn't giving up 84 yards a game.
Yeah.
What were you guys doing so well up front in the offensive line? And Jalen Wright, too, 136 yards. What did you see from him?
Yep. Great job. Glenn Ellerby, Alec Ablin, Jerry Mack. Real credit to them. What we did in the run game tonight. Credit to O-line, tight ends, running backs too. Huge part in the football game. They are really good against the run, and they're really good, you know, attacking the quarterback. And we had some efficiency. We obviously were capable of doing some more things than we did tonight, but you know, the run game part of it, you know, just scheme and our guys executing some of it at times was really, really good.
John in the back, and then Caleb.
Coach, we hear all the time defensive backs need thick skin. Kamal needed some over the first few weeks of the season. Just what does it say about the kind of kid he is, the way that he's played the last couple of weeks, and how he was able to cap off tonight?
Yeah, it's hard for young people to drown out the noise that shouldn't matter, and I say that meaning there's nothing you can do about past performance. All you can do is control the controllables, and that's how you come and work and compete every single day. Let your preparation and your practice dictate your mindset as you go into the next football game. It's easy for me to say that, hard to do. Kamal, his growth since he's gotten here, being able to just continue to fight and compete and you know, made some plays tonight that were huge and critical in the football game. Proud of them.
Coach, tonight with the secondary, how would you grade that unit as a whole, and how have you seen them grow from game 1 to tonight?
You know, we give up a couple of plays, play action. You know, there's a 3rd and, I don't know, 15, 17 that we give up. There's things that can be better. At the same time, you know, I thought all in all we played really well tonight. We matched things out. We passed things off in our zone. And, you know, the combination between the first level defensive line, our second level drops, and third level, you know, we were able to get off the football and have the type of performance that we did tonight.
Any other questions for Coach? Finish with Derek.
Josh, I know you mentioned some ways that your team, your offense, and Joe Milton can improve. What were some of the things that Joe did really well tonight that helped your offense?
Through all the ups and downs, continue to fight, continue to compete, continue to, you know, be willing to go out there and play the next play. And it's where it starts as a competitor. So love that part of it. There's things that offensively, all 11, we got to get better, coaches included.
All right, thank you.
All right, appreciate it.
Players.
Y'all have a great night.
Got Aaron Beasley, D. Williams, and Dylan Wright. Please raise your hand. I'll call on you for questions. We'll start with Karthik and go to Noah.
D, when you're able to make a play like that and, you know, change the momentum of the game, what does it feel like?
It's amazing. It's something I've been working hard for, and my preparation for it all week. For the past 2 weeks been very big for me. So.
Go to Noah.
D, on the punt you down there, just kind of walk us through what you saw there, and then on the touchdown return as well.
For the punt, my eyes was on the returner, and he kind of stunned me a little bit, thinking he was gonna catch it, but he didn't. So I just heard ball from one of my teammates, and as soon as I kept my head straight, I just saw the ball pop up in the air. So I was like, why not make a play on it?
Go to Wes and then Casey in the back.
Jalen, that's been one of the best rushing defenses in college football all season long. Got a lot of D linemen. They're going to probably make a lot of money playing this game. What was it? Did you feel confident that y'all could do what you did today on the ground?
Yeah, confidence was a big thing today. Preparation, you know what I'm saying, I prepared for it. I want to thank God for the opportunity. Thank my old linemen for just opening up the seams, sustaining blocks. Yeah, they're a very good D-line, which I had today.
Casey.
Aaron, solid defense has been a constant for the Vols to this point in the season. How satisfying is it to come out every game and just put up a performance that you guys can look back and be very proud of?
Yeah, man, that just goes to the work we put in, the off season, how we prepare. That just shows true to that. You know, I say that for sure.
We'll go to Rob Lewis and David Pascal.
Aaron, the offense didn't have its best day, and you guys have been around here where they, done the 40+ and carried it. How does it feel to, for the defense to be kind of responsible for dragging the team over the finish line when offense wasn't firing on all cylinders?
I feel like it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? We can have days where we're not at our best, and we expect the offense to have our back. And I feel like today we had our offense's back, even though they weren't having their best day. We had their back for sure.
Aaron, can you just talk about they score right off the bat and just the adjustments that y'all made? And I guess it's got to be rewarding if they're only going to score one touchdown. It's their first possession, and they don't score the rest of the game.
Yeah. What was the question? What you asking again?
Just what the adjustments that y'all made after they
took
that first 7 plays 80 yards.
Yeah, I just feel like we had to settle down. They scored pretty early. I feel like we just had to settle down. Snap clear, next play. I feel like once the game slowed down for us, we were able to, play the way we know we can play and not make mistakes.
Let's go to Ben and then Brent.
Barry being back and it looked like you spoke to the team. Just I guess how cool was it for you also being a North Georgia kid and being a North Georgia guy, and what was his kind of message to the team?
Yeah, that was pretty cool. Him coming to talk to us. Eric Berry, he was a real dude. A great player. I watched him growing up. His message was just really just we prepare our whole life for moments like these, and just never take it for granted. Honestly, never take it for granted.
Brett.
D, how do you stay ready? I mean, you're not going to get a ton of snaps, but you had arguably the 2 biggest snaps in the game. How do you mentally approach maximizing when you know you're not going to play 25 or 30 snaps a game?
It can get a little bit frustrating, but the best thing to do is just to always stay ready, because you never know when it's your time to be out there to make that play that the team needs. So.
Was the punt return any different? Did you guys do anything different on that particular return?
We sent a rushing, so they just have to get it out quicker. And with the flight of the ball coming at me pretty fast, why not take a chance on it? So.
Let's go to Mike Wilson and Patrick Brown.
On the one you down, were you worried that your foot might have gone in the end zone? And then what did you see that allowed you to get that punt?
No, I wasn't worried. Like when I saw the ball, like after I caught the ball, I looked down to see where my feet was, but I just saw the ref flagged it that it was down on the 1. So I was like, oh well.
Aaron, you guys as a defense had the game in your hands there those last 2 possessions. What was kind of going through? What were you guys kind of talking about and making sure you got the job done there at the end?
Yeah, just get off the field, play our game. That was the main thing. I feel like we had, after that first touchdown, we pretty much had an idea of what they wanted to do. I feel like we had control of it, so just play our game, not do nothing foolish, and just get off the field.
Let's go to Jimmy and then Channel 8 in the back.
D, two things. One, what makes you a good punt returner?
I just have to thank God for everything, for my talent that I have, the ability that He let me use every day for this game. So.
And have you lobbied to get any snaps on offense?
Yes. Yes. When that time come, I'll be ready for it. So. Yeah.
All right, go to the back.
D, when you're a recruit, you probably aren't imagining playing a ton of special teams, but just for you to have that stretch you had, how did you kind of buy into being a special team specialist, I guess you could say, here on Rocky Top?
Really just being my work ethic. Like all I know is to work the hard as I can and just never get in like a comfort zone of just being like sad that I'm not being on other positions. So I just let God control everything and control what I can control.
Go to Caleb and then Adam.
Jalen, when you're hearing all week about A&M's defensive front, kind of how good they are, does that give y'all extra motivation to go out there and kind of prove people wrong?
Oh yeah, man. We just tune out the noise. We just do our thing. We're not worried about none of that. We just play our game, take one game at a time. Yeah, they're good. That's why we prepare for the opportunity and just make the best of it.
Adam?
Aaron, the numbers say you guys have one of the best defenses in the SEC. Do you think opponents think of you guys as that?
I don't know what they think of us, honestly.
Does it matter to you what the reputation of this defense is?
Nah, we really just focus on what we got going, focus on the people we got around us, and focus on the next game that we have. That's really all we're worried about.
Go to Joe Retro, then Eric Kane.
Yeah, Aaron, what did you see from their quarterback in terms of, I guess, his toughness today? You guys hit him a lot. And then also, James as a pass rusher right now, what's he doing for this defense?
Yeah, I think the quarterback is a pretty good player. We hit him a lot, of course, but he, came back and kept playing. I like that about him. And James, I mean, I can't say enough about James. He's different. He's a different guy. I like playing with him, man. As you can see his play, it speaks for itself.
For Jalen and Aaron both, offensively, defensively, when D had that punt return for a touchdown, how did that lift your side of football?
It just, man, I can't explain how I felt when it happened. It just gave us, another boost of confidence, man. We go out there, man, just maximizing our opportunities, especially me, man. I see D made the play, man. I just had me hyped, man. I just went out there, man, and started running hard.
Yeah, anytime D get the ball in his hands, I'm expecting the touchdown. I ain't gonna lie. So to see it actually happen, though, it definitely gave us a boost, and I feel like it gave us the momentum we needed for sure.
Okay, we'll go to Paige and then Blake.
Jalen, for you, when you are having a great game, or someone in the running back room is having a great game, how much does that juice the running back room and you guys being able to build off of that on the field?
We feed off of each other. We brothers, man. Like I said before the season started, I've been saying it. We the best running back room in the country. I don't think anybody, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Aaron, you mentioned you guys stay focused on the next game that you have. In this case, the next game now is Alabama. How do you feel about this team's readiness for Alabama next week?
I think we're ready for whoever's in front of us. But right now, I'm focused on tonight, focused on celebrating this win with my brothers. And, tomorrow we'll get ready to see what Alabama's about.
Go to Ben, Wes, and then finish with Mike.
Aaron and Jalen, just kind of what's going through your head when D's about to field a punt? Are you kind of both going out of your way on the sideline to get to where you can see what he's about to do? What's about to happen?
You go first.
When the ball's in the air, everybody's standing up looking at D because we know every time he gets the ball, he's going to make a play. He's just very electric when the ball is in his hands. I think that's a big reason why he's on the offensive side now. He's very electric, man. Get the ball in his hands, he's going to make a play for sure.
Dude's electrifying. That's all I can see. He's electrifying, for sure.
Wes?
Jalen, I know that y'all take a lot of pride in your past pro work, and that's something y'all been working on since you've been at Tennessee. What kind of a challenge is Pierce in that kind of drill? It just seems like every week, no matter who y'all play, he's in the backfield.
We was dealing with him all summer. You know, he's a dog, man. Like B said, I mean, what's understood ain't got to be explained. He's a dog, and you know what I'm saying? He's just, yeah, he's him, for sure.
Last one, Mike. Can you run me through that play where you decided to go airborne after you run up the middle?
Oh, yeah. I seen the crease open. I saw it was one-on-one. I was like, man, forget it. I'm just about to jump over him. So I jumped over him. Hoped I could clear him. Yeah. I mean, I wish I could have cleared him all the way, so I kept running, but, you know, it was still good.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Appreciate y'all.
Thanks, guys. Good job. These guys? Okay, sounds good.
Just take those 2 mail sheets, guys. Gave you water if you want.
All right, we'll finish our player availability today with Tyler Barron and Gabe Judy Lawley. Raise your hand for questions. Rob, we'll start with you.
Testing.
Hey, Tyler, you've been around here a long time, seeing, you know, the offense, you know, here today, scoring, you know, 40, 50 points. What's it feel like to be, you know, for the defense to kind of get it done today and be the reason for
To be honest with you guys, we don't even really look at who's getting it done. It's more of a if the end goal gets accomplished for us. So regardless of the day they're having, we're going to go out there and try to have our best day as a defense. So I'm just happy we can get in the win.
Ben and then Noah.
For both of you, just having to get stop after stop there in the second half with the game on the line, one possession game, what do you think allowed the defense to do so mentally to continue to get stop after stop?
Honestly, I think it's just what we prepare for every single week. You know, Coach Banks says we got to, you know, play every single quarter, and I think that's what we do every single time we go out there. From the D-line to linebackers to the DBs, we know that we got to get it done every single time. So just proud of us going out there and getting a stop each time.
Noah.
For Gabe, just what you see on the interception there late, just how you evaluate the way the secondary stepped up?
Man, that was a good-ass interception, man. So excuse my French, man.
Honestly, you know, Coach Banks just, utilized the strengths of our defense. He understood that they were trying to isolate us in certain positions, and he just put us in the right spot. I saw the ball come out. He overthrew the wide receiver, and, you know, we preach tips and overthrows. You got to get those. So I was able to capitalize on that one, and I think that as a back end, we just choose to strive to improve every single week, and I think that we're making those strides. And, you know, as the season goes on, that's what we're supposed to do, get better every single week, and I think that's what we did this week.
Paige and then Casey.
Obviously, when you guys have a good performance like you do tonight, doesn't matter who's in the house, but to have 4 or 5 pass breakups and then those 2 interceptions with, you know, Eric in the house, just how awesome was that?
It's more of a
honestly, you know, it's a surreal moment. He talked to us before the game, actually on Friday, and he just told us to go out there and you can't play scared. You got to go out there and want to make plays, and I think that's what the mindset we took out on the field. Go out there and make plays. If they catch the ball, cool, it's all right. Just go to the next one, and especially down the stretch, that's what you had to keep in your mindset, and I think that's what we did.
Casey.
Tyler, when Coach Heupel was in here, he mentioned that when he got here a few years back, it was a goal to be an elite defense, not just a good defense, saying that you guys have now reached that level. Is there any emotions behind that with now being at that expectation of Tennessee football?
I think the main emotion behind it, I think we're just really, really hungry to just see how good we can get. I mean, to be honest with you, I feel like we didn't have our best performance as a defense. I think there was a lot of plays that we left out there. So I think we're just really, really eager to get back to work on Tuesday and just see how good we can get in the next coming weeks.
Well, Vince, Patrick, Adam, and Jimmy.
Tyler, 2 questions. First, take us through that sack dance you had there. It looked like some of the guys were.
So honestly, Josh Joseph, I'm a little disappointed. He kind of messed up the handshake a little bit, but yeah, we're just trying to have fun out there, play for one another, enjoy each other's company.
And then the D. Williams punt return touchdown. Talk about the juice that gave you guys.
Oh my goodness, D. Williams. I think he's really, really special with the ball in his hands. So we love celebrating him, and we love what he does for this team.
Patrick.
Yeah, Tyler, what was the mindset for your defense there at the end, and those last 2 drives, and you guys had to make a play there at the end? And what do you keep seeing? We keep seeing James show up every week. I mean, what's
it like to watch him and be on the other side?
I mean, it's no mistake that James is doing what he's doing. I mean, you see him practice really hard, and that's what the whole D-line tries to do. But the mindset was the same that it was the entire game. We think that we can make a big play at any given moment. So I think Gabe did a great job, and then Kamal at the end. So I'm just happy with it.
Adam, Jimmy, and then Wes.
Tyler, there was a lot of times where Max Johnson got the ball off, but you're still hitting him. Do you feel like there's a toll that's being taken on the opponent, hitting a guy that much? Do you see the impact over the course of the game?
We don't really pay attention to that, to be honest. We just try to hit him as many times as we can.
Gabe, what has been the key to the secondary's improvement since the Florida game?
Honestly, we just put our head down and work. I think that, we go out there every single day and we talk about competing, dominating our one-on-ones. Coach Hype says it, Coach Martinez, Coach Banks, everybody. And we've just been doing that the last couple of weeks. We talk about it on Friday, we talk about it on Saturday, and we just continue to dominate our one-on-ones, and, it helps the overall defense. But we can't get it done without the guys up front and the linebackers. So, we appreciate them for everything that they do every single week.
Wes?
I know you just said a minute ago that y'all don't really care about noise, about the defense, and y'all playing better defense. But just on a personal level, on a team-wide level, how much better do you feel about the way y'all are playing defense right now than maybe at times in the past?
I don't want to be cliche, but it's really like an emotional connection with it. I think we just really look at what we missed. Like tonight, we'll go and watch the film, but just trying to clean up the things we missed, I think is the biggest thing. I think if we get those cleaned up, I think the ceiling is the limit.
Brent?
As a follow-up to that, has that always been the mentality? Everybody's going to rave about what you guys got done up front tonight. Has that always been the mentality across the front, that it's more about what you didn't get done than it is about what you did get done?
Yeah, just speaking for the D-line specifically, I feel like we go into every game thinking that we can dominate every single game. So I think, it's always a us thing. It's always been us and forever will be us.
Caleb?
When the offense, for either guy, when the offense is struggling kind of like they were early tonight, as a defense, does that add pressure to y'all? Do y'all use that as motivation? Kind of walk me through that thought process.
I don't think it brings any pressure at all, because we know that we're one team. So at the end of the day, we're going to do our job, they're going to do their job, and the result is to be 1-0 at the end of the day. And that's what we did tonight. So regardless of whatever happens, we have each other's back, and so no pressure is added at all, because we practice it every single week.
John?
Facts.
Gabe, in the back here, how cool has it been to see Kamal bounce back from the start that he had in the last couple of weeks, and just see him kind of silence the doubters, so to speak, over these last couple
I'm sorry, but I wouldn't like the bounce back. I think he's been doing his job the whole time. Sorry.
Yeah, Tyler said it really well. I'm not sure what other people have seen, but I've seen a guy that puts his head down and goes to work every single day. A guy that's dominated regardless of the situation. It always looks different to other people, but what we see when we're in the film room, we see a guy that's going out there and doing his job. And since I've been here, that's all I've seen the whole time. So I'm proud of him, and I'm proud of all of us.
A couple more. David?
This could be for either one of y'all. Josh came in here and said it's been a long time since he's won a game like this. There have been so many games with his offenses that score so many points. There were so many old school elements to this game. Did he seem any different in that locker room? Was he more excited because he came in here pretty pumped up about how y'all, just the way that game went and how y'all won it?
Yeah, he was definitely excited after the win, but we carry the mindset to win regardless of how we got to get it done. So I think that's just how we carry ourselves.
Eric?
Offensively, another game where 200-plus rushing yards, and then you guys were really stout against the run defensively. How important is it to win that phase of the game, both defensively for you guys and for the offense too?
I think that personally on a defensive level, when you make a team one-dimensional, it's hard for them to win a football game, right? So, we just go out there and we want to dominate in all phases, run, pass, whatever it is. But when you get the ability to stop the run, it makes play calling a whole lot easier. Our offensive line, Coach Hype said it all week, we need to dominate up front, and that's what they did. Running the ball and being able to dominate is something that we put a mindset to, and so I'm proud of them, and they helped us out.
Last question, Wes.
Gabe, I know you've been a couple places to play college football and had some big rivalry games at both of those places, but to play in a Tennessee-Alabama game for the first time, you excited about that?
He's a ball. Gabe's a ball.
I've never played Alabama before, so it'll be cool to go down there. We got to go get back to work on Tuesday, so it is what it is.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you. Have a good night.